Sammy Baugh, though 36 years old and with 15 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the debacle of a game between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. Ron Rivera not knowing we could be eliminated from the playoffs, and much more, live with Aaron and John. Yo, what's up, John?
Dude, we lost to the Browns. We lost.
Excellent.
Dude,
We lost to the Browns. And we got knocked out of the playoffs.
to the Browns. We didn't only lose to the Browns, we got beat by 2 touchdowns by the Browns.
We were leading that game 7-3 at half.
They had nothing to play for.
Yeah, they're out of the playoffs. And you know what? So are we.
You know why?
Because I almost started by just yelling, "Cuz!" Because I know why.
Yeah, dude. Because, well, there's a lot of reasons why. One of them is that dumb Ron Rivera decided that Carson Wentz was not only going to be better than he was earlier in the season for some reason, but when he wasn't better earlier in the season and the playoffs were on the line, he just left him in there. He left him in.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest question. The whole thing. That pretty much sums up the whole thing.
The dude was overthrowing people, underthrowing people, just throwing the ball like he had too much Dick's pitch on his hand, and it just went straight into the ground on one. And I'm like, what was that? I could have thrown it to the dude 4 feet away from me. That was like someone throwing it to their kid in the front yard, and he couldn't even get it there.
Didn't an announcer say at the beginning of the game that he was like had 2 permanent screws in his thumb or finger, whatever it is he broke?
He's got a permanent screw loose in his head because he can't throw a ball.
Dude is fragile. In the head.
And dude,
In the head.
Dude, I think it was Chris that was telling me, and maybe it was you. Someone was telling me, what is up with Carson Wentz when he's in the pocket? He doesn't move side to side at all. He just moves front or back.
It was me after the game. Yeah, because he didn't move side to side at all. Like I was like, I don't remember him moving to his left or to his right whatsoever. He always dropped back.
And further.
And further. And further. And then he starts to run forward and he gets sacked, like at the same time.
Has anyone
that's what happened over and over.
Has anyone ever explained to him the concept in football of a pocket? Like the tackles are supposed to block the dude's back behind the quarterback so that he has a little safe area in which to throw the ball. He just goes out of the back of the safe area, right into the dudes every time, and he did it before. He did it before he got taken out or his finger broke or whatever. They put him back in a must-have game, and he does it again. If Heineke would have thrown 2 interceptions, he would have been on the bench.
Yeah.
How many? There was at one point in the game where he had 2 completions, 2 interceptions, and 2 incompletions.
There was a guy on the Browns that went to Alabama, and he said that there are guys on the Commanders that would much rather have Taylor Heineke than Carson damn Wentz.
We are the Commanders.
Ha-ha!
Dude, I know. I read that same article, and it blew my mind because they were like, oh, they're playing Carson Wentz?
Yeah. Carson.
He takes so long to get rid of the ball. Sweet.
It's like Jason Campbell. The arms swing all the way around, throw that ball. God, it's just.
No wonder
man.
everyone can jump in front of dudes and intercept it. He takes it so long to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Everyone knows he sucks.
Yeah.
The Browns knew. They're
Everyone knew.
Sweet.
Everyone knew.
It was pathetic.
In our chat room knew. Everybody knew. Everybody knew, man.
Everybody knew. Nobody's expecting a podcast tonight, but unfortunately, it's the only day I could squeeze it in. And now apparently they moved the game until 4:00 next week, and I had plans.
4:25.
Yeah. So
and why are we at the end of the season against the Cowboys honoring Sonny Jurgensen, getting his number retired by the team? Why wasn't it against the Eagles, the other team he freaking played for? They're so stupid of everything. God, there isn't a brain cell in that room. People have gone to the smartest schools in the country. Whatever that law school that guy goes to, mix something or other. There's no brain cells in their head.
Dude.
CJack17 in our chat room, our Discord chat room, just goes, it's the same.
Oh, he's in there.
Song.
Oh, he's actually in there. And I was like, dude, we're live right now. And he's actually the only person in there listening. He's probably like, I know, Ron Rivera. I know this.
He didn't realize that we were going to get eliminated in the afternoon.
Dude, Grant Paulson told him. That dude.
And Grant Paulson, Mr. I want to see Carson Wentz start over and over and over again. Grant Paulson, what a taste. Just a terrible, terrible reporter. And then he's like, I can't believe you started Grant Paulson. You're like, dude, you of all people. It was like him and that EB on the Junkies.
Dude, Grant Paulson was the guy that told him we could be eliminated. And he was like, wait, what?
Yeah, I know that. I know. That's what I'm saying.
We can be eliminated?
He froze for a few seconds looking at him like he was like, what?
I was watching that like, you've got to be kidding me. You're the head coach.
And he's the GM too, by the way. I mean, we got the Martys in there, but they're not really the GM. He is the GM.
You should know, dude.
And the coach. GM, coach.
The thing is, he's not going to get fired until Jeff takes over in a few months. I mean, Jeff could take over next week for all we know. We could be 2 weeks away from a new owner. We
could be. And I know it's a lot of people in media, after this game when everyone's just flabbergasted that out.
JP was freaking out.
JP was. I mean, yeah, those guys. I mean, those guys were mad and they were on air. We were mad and we were like in our homes. And
I wasn't even that mad, dude. I was just kind of like, because I could see it coming from the second Giants game.
I think almost all of us could.
Yeah, I was like, Wentz going in, that's not going to work well, dudes. Not at all. The only thing I was surprised of in the last 2 weeks was that Chase Young played as well as he did. That's the only thing that surprised me.
I was very, very happy to see that because although near the end of the game, he started kind of reverting back to old stuff. But, the defense was gassed as usual because the offense sucked.
Dude, the defense had some lapses, too, in this game. But we also had Cam
Fuller pissed the bed, man.
Oh, yeah. And where was the safety on that, though? Like, there was no one that came over to try to tackle that dude after he got past
Cam Curl. Cam Curl, who probably should be in the Pro Bowl,
is out, and so is St. Juice.
So is St. Juice.
And so is Cole Holcomb the whole year because we really had one linebacker, and that was Jamin Davis after he stepped up a little bit.
He did. He stepped up. There's going to be a few people.
Mayo sucks, dude. I mean, that dude sucks.
Freaking Mayo.
And then Jonathan Allen got injured too, don't forget. So we had those.
Extended his knee, they say, so.
Well, that's better than what it could be. A lot.
So he's not playing this weekend.
Dude, he might because he's like a warrior, but.
No way, dude. 300-pound man with a bad knee, like the weakest part of our body. I'm saying
300-pound man with a bad knee.
With a bad knee. 300-pound man with a bad knee.
Speaking of, did you like the sea shanty that I wrote for you?
With the C.
that AI chatbot wrote for you? I put in Jobless John, ferryboat captain, Redskins fan. That's what it came up with.
See, I thought you were writing it yourself because you kept writing the same ending and celebrating the Redskins or cheering on the Redskins on each one.
No, it was that AI bot. I was like, write a limerick about John Adams. Write a sea shanty. The sea shanty. Anyway, yeah, I was having fun with that. And then I said I told it to write a musical about Henry the dog. It was like scene 1, act 1.
Which is Aaron's dog's name, Henry.
It was like act 1, scene 1. And then it was like Henry is cozied up next to the fire and blah blah blah, and it like writes it all out, and I'm like, what the heck? Anyway, enough of that. I know how much
got a job just doing that, just like taking that and using that to write crappy movies for, like, I don't know, Metro Golden Mayer or whatever.
They probably would actually
Warner
be better
Brothers.
than some of the movies that are out these days, just using the AI bot. We got Shanny in there. Dude, I think CJack17 came in long enough to tell us that he couldn't talk about the Skins now and then left.
I don't blame him, man. I don't blame it at all.
Shanny's in. They stink. They stink. They do stink. Big Nut and Once Upon a Time, now known as Amazon Prime or Washington Prime, in the chat room. They were actually at the game, and I was feeling sorry for them. But you know what? I've been to those crappy games too, like that one against the Bucks.
Not the last one against the Bucks though. We won that one. You know why? Haneke!
Dude, Wentz sucks.
God, Wentz sucks.
He's just like those interceptions. He threw one into double coverage, and there was like a dude, I think Cam Sims, wide open over on the left side. It's like, what is he doing?
And that's exactly what people were saying.
Dude, this is
we
weird.
didn't know, and I mean, we took a move. We made a move because we are below the Browns. We're below the Lions. We're the worst team in football.
We are the Commanders.
Dude, we're dude, and it's just like Ron Rivera just needs to. Is he gone yet? Have we heard anything today?
That's what I was saying earlier. A lot of reporters are saying that they think we're going to have the same coaches next year and all this stuff because we'll have a new owner. He won't want to change anything. I say bull crap, people.
No way. He's going to change something.
He's going to be throwing people out the door. Get out. Ron Rivera, get out.
I think what he was saying is that no one will get fired this week because Dan Snyder doesn't want to be on the hook for paying these dudes out. He'll let the new owners fire them and pay them.
Yeah.
Is what I think it is. But there's no way. Dude, that guy, he just stands on the sideline with his mouth slightly agape with no expression on his face. And he makes dumb decisions, like the pitch on 4th and 1 to someone that wasn't Robinson even.
Yeah, because Robinson's hurt. He was playing hurt. I mean, at the end of the year, everyone's playing hurt. But
he's playing hurt, and he still carried the ball a crap load of times for a hurt player.
He did.
He did. Let me bring this up. I was thinking about this before we got on here. 24 times. If you're injured, you shouldn't be carrying the ball 24 times. And every yard he got was hard fought, pretty much.
We even saw Jared Patterson on kickoffs, man.
We did. What was that? That's someone that's coming into the chat room and not muting themselves. Oh my gosh. I gotta do this. I gotta mute it. Oh, he's muted now. It was Chin in Nova Scotia.
It might have been.
Chin in Nova Scotia haunting the podcast.
Man, he can't wait to come on here and talk about his favorite player.
David Mayo, we already talked about him.
Mayo and mustard.
I know how much Chin was devastated that David Mayo did not make the Pro Bowl this year. But, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, for some reason it's taking like 5 minutes for the peanut gallery to propagate into the
Well, you know, they're suddenly just like, oh, they're on a day early. I don't even want to talk about the team. Dude, I don't blame you guys at all.
Well, you could look at it as if we're on here a day early or like 2 weeks late, because
that's true.
I missed the last ones. But look, hey, check out, the color doesn't look perfectly, but check out this Redskins colored Yeti that Suzanne got me.
Oh, nice.
None of the proceeds went to Dan Snyder.
I hate Dan Snyder.
That dude's cut, man. So anyway, yeah, Big Nut.
But dude, going back to that 4th and 1, dude.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
And this has been a problem with us not only through Ron Rivera, but for most of the time with Jay Gruden as well, and for a lot of times before that. Our offensive line is not good.
No, they suck.
They can't,
especially without Larson.
You can't even go like it's not even 50% that they could get a down where they need 1 yard.
No, they suck.
And he just keeps on doing it over and over again. And that's why I keep coming back to, I'm like, this guy, he and his coaching staff are dead men walking, and women. They're dead men walking. They know they're going to get fired. So, like, I mean, he's starting to pull some. It's not like Jim Zorn. Like, everyone knew he was going to get fired. So he was doing the craziest stuff I've ever seen on the football field.
Andy was just wacky in the mind.
He was just wacky. Unlike Carson Wentz, who was fragile in the head.
He just sucks.
I need to take my blood pressure, man. My head's.
Dude, I wasn't even getting that angry. I was in the first quarter, and then I just settled down. It was just like, after that. Our offense was in it. I knew that, like, once we went down by 10 points, I was like, this offense doesn't have a chance of coming back. Especially because Wentz refuses to throw it to Terry McLaurin. You can't tell me that Terry McLaurin gets open so fewer times when Wentz is playing versus Heineke.
Yeah.
You can't tell me that, especially against the Browns. I mean, how many times did Terry McLaurin get it thrown to him against good defenses like, I don't know, the 49ers versus the Browns? And I think they had some backup, like, young defensive backs in too, if I'm not mistaken.
The Browns are out of the playoffs. They're not that good.
They had nothing to play for, and they were on the road.
And Amari Cooper he destroys us. Doesn't matter who he's with, the damn Cowboys, the Browns. Who was he with before? He was with the Raiders, wasn't he?
Yeah, dude only had 3 catches for 105 yards.
He always destroys us. He always does.
Dude, you know Deshaun Watson only completed 9 passes in that whole game.
Did you see how big Deshaun Watson is?
Yeah, he's huge.
He's like the size of Chase Young.
That dude shouldn't even be playing. He should be in jail.
Yeah.
So, you know what?
That is a scummy guy.
I just wanted to see him get destroyed, like hit
I did too.
and destroyed by Chase Young. He got sacked 5 times. Believe it or not.
5 times?
Yeah. But none of them were like, you know.
2 or 3 of those, he was just running out of bounds early. I remember.
Payne just kept missing. Like, I mean, he would get in there and just like whiff. Except for that one where he would said, write the check. Remember? Payne write me the check, dude.
I don't know who's signing me, but they're gonna write me the check.
It's gonna be Jeff Bezos.
I'm not so sure.
Or one of these other rich dudes. It doesn't matter. It's not gonna be Dan Snyder.
I'm not so sure we're gonna re-sign him, no matter what.
Oh, Payne, you're not. I thought you were saying you're not so sure that we weren't gonna sell the team.
Oh no, I think Jeff Bezos has already bought the team. I think it's done.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if we're going to sign Deron Payne because I think it's going to be too expensive.
Yeah,
Someone's going to offer him a ton of money. And like Brandon Scherff, I've seen people like arguing, we let him go. We could have signed him with the Wentz money. Yeah, you could think that, but Brandon Scherff was not signing here. He was not signing here. He was going somewhere else who was going to pay him more than we would ever offer him.
We could franchise him, though.
We're
used to
franchising him twice.
Payne?
No, Sheriff.
No, I'm saying going forward with Payne, we could franchise him if we wanted to.
Oh, we could. Yeah, we could.
And I was saying we already have a precedence of doing that because of Scherf.
Because of Scherf.
And
Yeah,
other
right.
fatties that we like to.
And Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, we see what happened when
Let us down again yesterday. Thanks a lot, Kirk.
Thanks for everything you gave us, Kirk. We're only the team that gave you a shot in the 4th round, you loser.
That team no longer exists.
You're a bunch of amateurs. A bunch of...
You are a loser, amateurs.
Oh, my gosh.
Mickey Fickies.
What is it?
Oh, guess who was at the game, though? One of my favorite people of all times in the organization. Joe Gibbs. I saw him up there with that hog.
Brother Gibbs were there with all the hogs.
Yep.
Except for Joe Jacoby. He wasn't there.
He might be one of the people in the lawsuit about your favorite mascot, Senior Major Tutty, to ground control. It's not your favorite mascot?
I don't care.
Honestly, I think ours looks cooler, Harry Hogs.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, he's mascots are for kids. I think it'd be cool. I think they need to put him in the tank. They need to roll him out there in the tank. But I mean,
and it shoots off things, kind of like the cannons at the Buccaneers.
And it shoots like T-shirts out. Yeah, man.
Yeah, they need to do that. What did they do with him? We'll have to ask Big Nut. Did he do anything like that, or just run around?
Did he have a T-shirt cannon?
He needs
like a howitzer,
dude. He needs a tank. You're right.
I like it because I want the team to be called the Warthogs. But still,
well, it still might be next year.
Still might be if we're not the Washington Primes.
Here's what we need to do: we need to get the tank built and have like those like stars all over it. You know, like are on the uniforms, the DC flag stars.
Okay,
burgundy and gold. Yeah. Have those on the sides, like 3 on each side, and then have Major Tutty like right under his where he's sitting up in the turret, and he just drives that thing around and starts shooting shirts. But at the same time, they have these giant speakers inside, so when he shoots the shirts, it makes a big like percussive sound. Boom, 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 when he shoots them, and then he aims one like at the other team on the sideline and just launches one at them and like makes them scatter.
It explodes in burgundy and gold confetti above their heads and rains down on them.
And then they've got it all on their uniform.
Down on their Dallas. Dude, we're gonna get our asses kicked this weekend. Dallas is gonna run us over. I mean,
especially if Carson Wentz is in there.
Dude, I think he's gonna go with the rookie.
Oh.
Season's over. You might as well put the rookie in there and see what it is. Ron Rivera doesn't care. He knows he's getting fired.
I don't know if he's going to put the rookie in. You think?
I would.
Well, I would too, knowing if I was going to be there next year to see what I had, but knowing that I'm going to get fired. Maybe he doesn't care.
On the flip side, he doesn't care if he gets sacked like 100 times. This could be like deer in the headlights thing, and he'll have to like pull him at halftime. Oh, wait, he didn't know what to do. How to do that.
He doesn't know how to do anything. Unless it's a dumb decision. Like going for it. Didn't we go for it twice in 4th down? Like, wasn't there an earlier one where we tried something and didn't make it?
We did one in the first quarter. The first freaking quarter. Again.
What is up with him?
We can't do 1 yard. We can't do like especially 1 yard plays because our offensive line is not good. Again. Over and over. Year after year. I mean, like, ugh.
Yep, I mean, what else do we want to say? You know who had a good game? Trustway. It's like what we always say. I don't understand why he didn't pull him after the second pick. I mean, I really don't. I wanted to pull him early. I understand
that because he wanted to see. He's like, I got to at least give him a half to see what I want to see.
Yeah, I wanted to pull him early when I could just tell he was just as sucky as before. You know, like I always say when they put in a pitcher and I just could see that he sucks that day? I had the same feeling. Like, I don't need to see anymore. It's like you left the pitcher in an inning too long when you had a chance to win, but nope, you just gave up a grand slam, so now we have no chance. Thank you.
You know how many times Aaron's texted me and said, pull him.
About a pitcher, not quarterback.
About a pitcher. Pull him.
I'm always right. Usually they get a home run right after that.
Okay.
You know I'm right all the time on that. You can
Well,
tell
you are right. You are right a lot.
You can tell when a pitcher is done. You can tell when he's done, and they always leave him in too long.
Well, especially recently because the Nationals suck. It's a recurring theme. The Capitals are good. Ovi had a second hat trick. So
look at Chin in Nova Scotia. As a final FU to the team, he will start Wentz so he gets the 70% of snaps. Can we figure that out? How many away he is? Oh, man, someone has had to do the math. Someone has had to do it. What if he's like 50 snaps away or something like that? Because he had that one drive that was 21 snaps last week. I mean, some teams don't do 21 snaps and a half.
He's not going to get it. He missed like 9 games.
Okay.
Wait, week 6 to he missed like 9-10 games.
Yeah, I think you're right.
9 games, maybe 8. He's not going to get it. He's missed like half the season.
Shanny says Wentz is our Patrick Corbin.
Yeah,
Patrick
man.
Corbin,
should get the cannon from an 810 Warthog and convert it to a t-shirt cannon.
Yeah, we should. At least then we'd have something to like try to lighten the mood when we see how crappy our team is on the field. You know, you got your Piggly Wiggly over there.
Pig.
Check out that Piggly Wiggly.
Ziggy Piggy.
I would have made him look.
Piggy.
I would have made him look a little more, bad looking with like snarling like teeth, and I would have made him look a little more. I don't know.
Oh,
evil.
he's definitely for the kids. I mean, he's definitely for the kids. I mean, he's got like a doofy like World War I like doughboy hat.
Yeah, he is for the kids. But that whole time, I was like, I wouldn't bring my kids to a game there, dude. You know how like many pissed off Redskins fans there are. It's not like a conducive environment for little children.
Especially up top, especially if you sit up in the rafters, man. That's for sure. If
you sit in like the club level, most of those people don't pay attention to the game anyway. They're just there to be seen out and about at a stadium.
Out and about.
With their social clan. But the people actually watching the game down in the lower bowl and up top.
Those are the people that were singing "Hail to the Redskins" very audibly on the television.
Yeah, and that was the first time I've heard the song this entire season. Like
not the fast one, not the Whitney Houston one.
Like we heard about the Whitney Houston one, but I can't say I ever really heard it or the normal one being played. But the normal one, why were they playing the normal one? Did they vote it back, or someone hit the wrong button on the play? Like on the CD
I think they did it because the Hogs were there.
Yeah, no one was singing "Hail to the Commanders."
No way. Well, the last time we were there, we sang "Hail to the Redskins" anyway.
Yeah, without the music playing.
And what was I going to say about that?
Kenny Kin, in Wentz we trust.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Cut.
Do we really? What else do we want to talk about? The fact that we went from the last time I was on this podcast, we had a 70% chance to go to the playoffs, and 2 weeks later we have a 0% chance.
You can tell my dog is upset because every time I start yelling like in a good way during the game, she's all like, "Woo!" High five and all that stuff. Does everything. When I start yelling like I did about cut, she's like, "I'm gonna walk out of the room."
Joe Gibbs watched that dumpster fire in person. Joe Gibbs has been watching the dumpster fire ever since he left, dudes. He tried to come back and help, and it didn't help that much. In Wentz we trust. Snyder wasn't even at the game, Taylor Bud Lighty says. has Snyder been at like any games this year? Like
His team has been sold already.
It's not his anymore, dude. He's out like building his second yacht.
He's out getting paper served from his wife. I guarantee you that's gonna happen.
Hasn't his wife pretty much been doing everything, like, for the team this year? Like, is he still like suspended, or is he officially back from that non-suspension suspension?
They never ever made it clear.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And the whole clusterbuckle that is this entire thing going on with the NFL being like totally complicit in it.
Yeah, they just skirted around and somehow nothing stuck to anyone. Or it did stuck to Dan Snyder and they're just letting him out quietly like, dude, it would be best for everyone involved.
No owner's ever been voted out.
I know.
They get out. Like Richardson, the guy that owns the Panthers. He was going to get voted out. But they were like, but here's your chance to resign.
It's like, yeah, dude.
Sell the team. And that's what he did. And I think that's exactly what happened with Snyder.
I saw a report last week that there were already like 6 or 7 offers in the $7 billion range.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. It's a very rich market. Northern Virginia's got a lot of money.
$7 billion. That means if we would have got everyone together, we probably would have had to kick in $10 instead of $1 to buy the team.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Josh.
Thank you, Josh.
Dude, did you see the message?
I saw.
Oh my gosh. There's still some diehards in here, like us. Shenandoah, Scotia. Shanny, Kenny Ken.
We actually have a good amount of people in here tonight, up in our chat room on Discord.
And it's not even a normal night.
Do what?
I said it's not even a normal night.
It's not. And if you guys wanted to come to our Discord chat room, you go to our tiny URL /HarryHF HARYHF.
Harry HF.
Harry HF.
Yeah, and if you're a bot or a Cowboys fan, don't bother coming in.
Isn't that the same thing? They're gonna kick our butts this weekend. We're gonna get destroyed. Jonathan Allen's not gonna be in. Deron Payne is gonna prove that he's not really a leader on defense. He could just wreck a lot of stuff.
Who's starting, dude? Quarterback wise, call it.
I think it'll be Howell.
I think it's gonna be Heineke.
Oh man, if he puts Heineke in this last game with Dallas, I don't think that's a good idea.
We're winning this game, dude.
Okay.
I'll give my precarious prediction.
You know what? Why would we not? Why would we not think that we're going to win this game? Because you know who's not going to start this game? Freaking Carson Wentz.
You know who is going to start for Dallas? Everyone, because they have a chance of winning the division, right?
They have a chance. If they win and the Eagles lose, they win the division.
Who are the Eagles playing? Well, we need to spoil it for them. Hold on. Are you saying that by us beating the Eagles earlier this year, it may help Dallas actually win the division? So we helped Dallas?
We might have.
Then we got to win to even the score.
You mean the game that we should have done the whole Sonny Jurgensen thing, not against Dallas this weekend?
We got to win it
That's
for
the
Sonny.
Hall of Fame. You played for the Eagles and the Redskins.
We got to win it for Sonny, dude. So you know what? Get someone in there. Get a spark. How did Ron Rivera think that Carson Wentz was going to provide a spark? No one likes playing with that dude.
Because they really, really were hoping that Carson Wentz was going to be good enough that they could sign him to a long-term deal after this year where he's making $28 million.
To suck. There's throws that he missed that I could have made, and I would have done it for 1/10 of the money that he did.
I mean, they would show replays of some of those throws, and you're looking at his hand like, just how did the ball? He goes over like this, and the ball just goes.
Did you see any of that? Did you see the all 22 shot?
but
The shot from behind, like the cable car shot of him when he threw that pick into double coverage. And
Yeah,
you're just
like he threw it downfield, and you're just like looking at it. You're just like,
what?
well, that was a very pretty ball that you threw by 10 yards. Good job, Carson Wentz.
I'm looking at those throws on that behind the quarterback shot, and I'm looking at it like, I'm not even a professional quarterback, and I wouldn't have thrown it there. I would have thrown it to that dude. Like, just in taking like a split second.
It farther down the
farther.
field.
Especially if I had a giant arm like him.
Well, I tell you what,
gosh.
we're never going to see Carson Wentz as a starting quarterback again. The only time he will ever start another game in the NFL, unless Ron Rivera just wants the fans to eviscerate him next weekend or this weekend, will be as a backup who comes in because the starter got hurt. But he is never going to start for an NFL team again, ever.
He's done. He might as well retire.
He just made $28 million for doing nothing.
Yeah, go retire. Buy a ranch in North Dakota or South Dakota or wherever you're from.
Probably already did.
Oh, I'm glad Taylor Bud Lighty Goat's on here to keep us on track. He's talking about Scott Turner. Go.
Oh, dude, don't even start me on Norvell Jr.
Oh, my gosh. The pitch. I was about to bust a blood vessel right here on my temple when that pitch happened for 4th down. You know I hate the pitch. Why would you send a ball back 8 yards to get a 1.5 feet?
Yeah. And you know why he probably tried to do that? Because he knows our offensive line sucks. And he was trying to do something because a bunch of guys, like the 5 dudes and 3 tight ends and the running back, and they all go boom and push forward to try to get that 1 yard thing. They can't do that. Like I'd say like 8 or 9 times out of 10, they can't do that.
Dude, the only good play I saw from Norvell Jr. this week was the one where he let Carson Wentz keep it and go around the side to try to get that touchdown, and he still didn't make it. But
are you talking about the Taylor Heineke play that he tried to run towards the pylon?
Yeah, and the whole time I was thinking, where was Taylor Heineke running that play? You've got your quarterbacks reversed of who should be running which play.
Yeah, totally. It's like Yes,
okay, what else is
correct?
What's Taylor what else is Taylor Bud Lighty go bringing up? Okay, JDR's got to go. And all right, I got to say this.
All the coaches have to go. All of them. All of them. I mean, we'll keep a couple like small coaches, like running backs or like secondaries or
Ryan Kerrigan,
stuff like that. Kerrigan, defensive line coach.
He can stay. Those guys
can stay. But all the big dogs. I mean, that's what I keep saying though. These guys already know they're going to get fired.
But JDR, I got to say this. From the beginning of the year when we were like, he's got to go, if you looked at him versus Ron Rivera versus Norvell Jr. right now, out of those 3 guys, who is the most competent? I got to go with JDR. The most competent of those 3 dudes. You're writing something on your hand. What are you doing? I don't know what. Jennifer King is the most confident.
Like her?
He just texted it to me.
Maybe Ryan Kerrigan.
Jennifer King.
Those are the only 2 coaches. Maybe the wide receivers coach. Is that Keenan McCardell? I think he's with another team now.
I don't think it's him.
Kind of looks like.
I have no idea who the wide receivers coach is.
But we have good wide receivers that are doing as well as they can with Heineke. We know he's not a starter, but he's the best backup in the league, and he gives us a chance. And Carson Wentz will never, hopefully, ever start another football game ever again. Ever.
Dude, do you think we could promote Jennifer King to head coach? Interim, at least, and just get rid of Ron Rivera and then have Jennifer King would be the first ever women's coach.
And then Ryan Kerrigan could be like the defensive coordinator.
Yeah, for next week.
And then Keenan McCardell could be like offensive coordinator.
He's not even on the staff, dude.
He's on Viking staff with O'Connell.
Oh, is he?
I've seen him there, but we have a dude that looks like him.
Dude, that's not a dude.
What are you talking about? What?
That looks like him. That's our coach does not look like him. I'm looking it up right now. Commanders, because obviously no one on the
You were
chat
just
room
not looking at anything, and you're just like, that's not a dude. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Commanders wide. Dude, I'm tired. Give me a break. Receiver coach. That was like a little brain fart. This doesn't. That some dude named Drew Terrell is the wide receivers coach. It's his first as the wide receivers coach. Did you know that?
Oh yeah, the offensive line guy, John Matsko. He's good too. We should keep him.
Oh, yeah,
So I'm looking through the whole coaches group right here. So is he like
Drew Terrell's? He went to Stanford.
Oh, it's got to be Drew Terrell. He was he wide receiver, defensive back,
I don't know.
player? I think he was.
If he was a player, he wasn't that good.
Our quarterbacks guy is Ken Tampese. Wasn't he like a coach once?
Yeah.
Maybe there's other Zampeses.
There's a bunch of Zampeses. They're kind of like a football mafia family.
They're kind of like the Fullers in football. Well,
what is this? 3-peat. Was work waiting on 1 hour late pizza delivery? I would have canceled that.
oh geez,
What in the world? He said that they showed up an hour later. I'd been like, no.
I mean, is it cold?
Dude, I remember one time we ordered pizza in college, and we ordered it at like 12 midnight, and they showed up literally at like 3:49 a.m.
Was that from
Chancey's?
Chances.
It was crusty. Dude, Liz opened the door and goes, "We ordered that 4 hours ago," and then slammed the door.
Oh man. Yeah,
I wouldn't accept any pizza that was like 2 hours late. What is he doing? That's like Ron Rivera leaving in Carson Wentz after throwing 2 picks. He kept him in there. Like, you kept the pizza. What are you doing?
You kept the pizza, dude.
And paid it $28 million.
And paid it. No lie.
I demanded a refund. Anyway.
Well, maybe they have something in the some special stuff in the pizzas like they used to do at Chancey's.
Some green stuff.
Allegedly, supposedly.
No, they did not. But the people that were making the pizzas at Chancey's,
they certainly did.
That's why it took 4 hours. Dudes, did you guys see this order sitting over here?
Oh, dude, did we forget that one?
Oh, go ahead and make it and bring it over to him. It's only been 4 hours.
15 minutes later, none of you had gotten up to make it.
Good old Chancey's.
Sorry,
I love
dude.
that place. It burned down. I wonder how.
Did it? Jeez, yeah, I wonder how.
They burned it down, dude. And then they never reopened. They're just like, nope, sorry. Anyway, enough about Chancey's.
That sounds like a.
I love
scam.
Chancey's. Chancey's
That
is
sounds like a
insurance scam.
yeah.
They like took the money and
totally.
moved to Bermuda or something on their Krusty's fortune.
We'll blame it on those stoner kids.
I'm gonna go-
they're like, old man, what's his face, and the Scooby Doo stuff.
We would have got away for it too if it wasn't for those blasted kids. Or whatever they say. What do they say? I'm trying to remember it. If it wasn't for those meddling kids. Those meddling kids.
Meddling.
But I'm going to call this episode, what'd you say? The Krusties?
Chancy's, Krusty's.
Krusty's something. Krusty's
the Krusty's secret ingredient.
Weed. They put their weed in there. Anyway, enough about that.
Oh man.
Take a chances on Wentz is what Chin and Nova Scotia said.
All
right, that's the episode.
Talking about a place that was like a stoner restaurant back in the 90s.
Dude, Chancy's, man.
College town.
Ooh, Chancy's was amazing.
It was so good.
Any of you guys that ever went to Radford in the 90s, those buckets of Krusties, dude. Oh my gosh.
Good stuff.
Good. Not bad. Not good for you. That's
but didn't one of your roommates didn't they sell like a bucket of bones for like $1? And people could buy a bucket of bones if they took the chicken off and threw it on the pizzas?
No, that wasn't me. That was Alyssa at East Carolina.
Oh, speaking of stoners.
She was so poor that she would go to this restaurant and they'd pull the chicken wing meat off the bones and throw the bones in a big bucket, and you could buy it for $1. Like
for $1.
What, eat the little teeny pieces that they couldn't get off of there?
Most people you would think in that kind of situation, they would buy the bucket of chicken stuff for like their cats, not to eat themselves.
She bought it to eat because she spent all of her money on weed. Hey, if we get a bucket of bones, then we can spend the rest of this money on weed.
These bones are so good, man.
Oh my gosh. Okay, these people are losing it in the chat.
Oh man. Okay. That was a long time ago. All right. Moving back to
why did you have to text me Jennifer King? I would like to see Jennifer King for the last week be promoted to head coach.
I would like to see her and Ryan Kerrigan as the defensive coordinator and Matsos. I don't know his name. He's only coach of Matsko
Tools.
Sounds like he makes like brake pads.
Tools, yeah.
Well,
Matsko.
Or tools, yeah.
Anyway, I would like to see all those dudes stay. Drew Terrell, I don't know, his wide receivers are pretty good, but honestly, I had no idea he was the wide receivers coach.
Did you know that Del Rio's son is the assistant quarterback / offensive quality control coach?
He's not going to be after this year. That was his dad giving him a phony baloney job to keep him out of trouble. That's what that was.
That's like Rivera's daughter, who's just like kind of there. She's kind of there, just like take his headset, and she really doesn't say anything, probably because she's just like, I don't want to get in the way of dad.
Okay. Let's get back on track here.
See you at home. All right.
Jennifer King for head coach next week. Dude, when I saw her in when we went down by the field in Indy for that game, she was zinging those balls, dude. She was throwing those balls better than Carson Wentz could, I can tell you that.
I would imagine like all the coaches would be like that, like men and women, because I mean, who's going to be in football if they can't even throw a football?
Carson Wentz.
Yeah. Carson Wentz.
Man, you just like softballed past that one underhand to me to hit. He's going to be in football if they can't throw a football. Carson Wentz.
She can quarterback. Can she quarterback?
Can we get her on the field next week? That'd be great. Be a first.
Be the first. The Commanders.
Okay, well, we need to get games and kicks and stuff.
We're gonna see which coaches are gonna excuse me, that are gonna be standing after next weekend, because Ron Rivera is gonna go. He is gonna get fired.
I'm gonna place my bet right now. Here's my precarious prediction next week.
The day after the game.
The day after the game. I'm gonna give it. That's gonna be I'm gonna give it till Tuesday. Tuesday morning, we will hear who the new owner is.
I will not give it that close, but I think we'll find out right before the Super Bowl.
Ooh, okay. See, you're betting before the Super Bowl, which is February something.
I think we're going to start hearing about a little bit more about these bids and everything. But I think it will be. I think it could be like Thursday or Friday before the Super Bowl, like big news.
I'm going with next Tuesday. And here's my thought on that. The report was that all of the bids had to be in like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's going to give them like a month to next Tuesday. And I think it was a Tuesday when they had to be in. So I think that's it. I think it's done. I think the deal's already done. And they're going to announce it next Tuesday, along with the coaches getting fired.
I think it's like all these NFL teams that like are supposed to go by the Rooney Rule, and I know some of them do, and some of them kind of do, and I think that's kind of how this is going to go, because I think Jeff Bezos had this team. I always said it's Jeff Bezos' team first. If he wants it, he's going to get it.
Dude, there is no Rooney Rule when it comes to owners.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, kind of the same thing. Like, we have all these bids coming in. Like, there's like a handful of bids that are $6 to $7 billion, but it doesn't matter because it's already going to Jeff Bezos. He is going to win. If
he wants it, it's his.
If he wants it, it's his. If throw everyone's name in a hat, whichever piece of paper you're going to pull out, it's going to say Bezos.
Yeah, because he'll just bid more, or he'll just buy it. I mean,
he just spent $1 billion on crappy football. It's nothing.
On Thursday,
it's nothing to him. If he wants this team, he's going to buy this team.
Yeah, it seemed like his girlfriend, partner, woman, whoever she was, I saw in that interview, wanted the team. He's going to buy her the team. Oh, you want the team, honey? Here you go. Here's your team. Hopefully they won't suck. That's all I got to say. It can't be any worse. It can't be any worse. All right.
Oh, it can't be any worse than Dan Snyder.
Oh, look at this. Taylor Bud Lighty Goat is already putting the schedule for next year, who we're going to play. Oh, we got to pick the game we're going to go to. Of course, our normal games, and then Arizona, San Francisco, Buffalo, Miami, and Chicago.
And then away games, Raiders, Los Angeles Raiders, Seattle.
No, dude. They're not in Los Angeles anymore. That is the Los Angeles Rams.
Oh, they're not. Yeah.
You're thinking about the Las Vegas.
Las Vegas Raiders. That's right.
Well,
that's right, because we have the Rams, Seahawks,
Jets, New England, and Denver.
Yeah. Wow.
And either Atlanta or Carolina. Well, I'm already looking at that schedule, and I already got to say it right now. Championship. We got to get a new quarterback. Everything I've heard from Kenny Ken is that this year's draft is full of quarterbacks. Now, are they still saying this? Because we can have a top 10 pick from what I hear yesterday. Depending on how things shake out, we're going to be near the top 10 in picks.
Yeah.
And if all these, could we get a quarterback? We're going to have to start paying attention to that. Kenny Ken, get your grades together for these quarterbacks and let us know. So, okay. So we need to give our games and kicks so we can round this thing out.
One other thing about Major Tuddy. Who created his arms? Like his head with the weird helmet and everything, from World War I. That's cool and everything, but his arms look like do they have an intern that did the arms?
Dude, I don't know.
I mean, just look at the picture, because CJ just put up a picture of him doing a Looney Tunes then, and you can see his arm going down, and it the face looks like a normal mascot's face, but the arm looks like someone just put it. Just look at it.
They tried to get him some triceps, is what they tried to do, but no biceps.
Yeah, but look at it.
Also, you can tell
it just looks like someone's wearing like a heavy coat on their hand with their gloves that are tan.
You can also tell that this person's not a football player because they are not getting nearly low enough to be in the 3-point stance.
Well, that's true. He had to show off the Commanders on his jersey, though. I mean, his T-shirt. Is it a jersey? It looks like a jersey.
I like how they gave him some tub, though. That's cool.
Oh, yeah, he had to have some tub.
Yeah, he's got some tub. Anyway, they should have given him some eye black, but then they would have gotten sued by us, so they couldn't do that because that's our logo.
That's right.
But anyway, you know.
Team.
And he doesn't have a helmet either, does he? He has like just one of those big hats from Brian Robinson.
No, dude, he's got like one of those World War I doughboy, like English helmets.
Oh, is it? I didn't realize.
Yeah.
That. Okay.
It's that's why I'm saying it. Like it looks like it's from like 100 years ago. From.
All right. I thought it was a Brian Robinson big hat, but yeah, you're right. It is.
I don't think it. No, I don't think it's that. Although, like one of the dudes from Left Hand Up seemed to have one when they showed them.
I saw a dude in the
audience.
stands with one too. Is that one of him?
Yeah, I think that was that guy. One of those two guys.
Those things are so not even sanctioned by the NFL, and people are like buying them and putting patches on them or something. Anyway, worst present ever. What was the worst present ever? That pizza? Oh, I'm scrolling down that. I thought it was that pizza.
He's too tubby to get that.
Okay, let's see.
Ooh, Taylor Bud Light Goat says he bet at Snyder in the costume. Maybe it's gonna be Jeff Bezos.
Dude, now
he'll take off the hat and be like, I owe you.
Oh yeah, dude. What if it's the deal's already done, like you said? Dun, dun, dun. And it's Jeff Bezos running around the field last week. And then this week at the end of the game, his helmet comes off. It's Jeff Bezos. He's like, it's my team. And then he takes the hat, he throws it off, and then he goes over to the sideline and pulls down a banner that shows Washington Primes. And then that's it. And if that happens, I win this bet because you're saying February and I'm saying Tuesday, and it's the closest without going over. Like Price is Right style.
Price is Right style.
Tubby or Turdy, as the haters are calling him. How can you hate a little kid's stuffed animal thing?
It doesn't bother me much. He's for kids.
Anyway, whatever. All right, games and kicks.
Except for Gritty. Gritty is for adults and kind of for kids.
Let me find.
Every time I see like an NHL ad, like on ESPN or on NBC or something like that, you only see one mascot in the thing ever, and it's always Gritty.
All right, can I go into the games?
Oh, it was all over Facebook that Bezos would subby.
Oh,
really?
I didn't know that. All right, can I go with the games?
Oh, yeah.
And now, the coveted and ever-elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award is brought to you, as usual, by... Hold on, I'm finding it.
Ridapoo?
Dick's Pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Remember to re-dip at the half. Dick's Pitch makes it stick.
That's right. Dick's Pitch makes it stick.
All right, so I got to give a game ball? Oh my gosh.
Dude, Carson Wentz scored the only touchdown of the game for us.
He's not getting it from me.
When he dove over the pile, I thought he was going to do something stupid like Case Keenum or someone like that.
Oh my gosh.
I couldn't believe that one drive looked like it was really good. And that was it.
I'm giving mine to Logan Thomas because I remember him having a couple big throw catches, and that's the only really good thing I remember from the game.
Yeah.
And Deron Payne making a sack and doing that check signing thing. But I'm going to give mine to Logan Thomas, who actually showed up and played okay, I guess. Helped the team. What did he have? I've got his stats here. Logan Thomas had... Oh, he led the team. 6 for 56 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's who he's getting.
Excuse me.
He was targeted 7 times. He only caught it 6. That's because the 7th one hit him kind of like in the back, down by his ankles or the back of his calf or something. Anyway, that's who I'm going with. So go ahead.
I was thinking maybe I would give it to
Amari Cooper.
Bada or Obada.
Bada Bing.
Bada Bing.
I think he had a kind of a rough day, dude.
Bada
Yeah.
or Obada.
Wait, there's two dudes?
Yeah, dude. There's David Bada and there's Epi Obada.
I thought they were the same guy.
So it's Bada Obada B.
I thought they were the same guy this whole time.
I didn't think David Bada was back with the team. I hadn't heard of him for a while.
No,
I knew
dude.
we had Obada.
Dude, no. I thought they were the same guy until just now. So I have no idea which one played better and which one didn't because I thought it was the same guy. Oh my gosh. I'm losing it. It's like I'm in another dimension or something. You're like, which one,
like
Bada
being
or
a fan
Obada?
of
Yes.
the Commanders.
Which one, Bada or Obada? Yes, dude, that guy. Oh my goodness. I can't believe there's two of them. And they're both on defense. Which one is the one that played in Germany?
Bada played in Germany. David Bada.
Where's Obada from? I thought they were from Germany.
Obada was born in Nigeria. And he was undrafted. He was a college player, though, but he was undrafted.
He's from London.
Nigeria,
no,
originally.
Obada's from London.
Yeah, he was born in Nigeria, and he's grew up in London.
Oh, okay. ESPN says he was born in London, but they could be wrong. Okay, and then Obada. Oh my gosh, you're blowing my mind here. Wow. This blows my mind almost as much as Carson Wentz staying in after those two interceptions. Or the fact that Rivera had no idea we could be eliminated. Not only can we, dude, we are! And it's because of you!
Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. You ready for this? I'm out of control!
That's yeah.
Oh yeah, so Bada is from Germany. Okay. It all makes sense.
So we have a man from Germany. And we man from Nigeria/England. We don't have anything on it. They don't even have his college listed on our website.
So who's getting it? Who's getting it? David Obada Bing?
Oh, I'm not giving it to either one of them. I just brought it up.
Because one of them played bad and we're not sure which one? Is that why?
I'm giving mine to Brian Robinson because he got 87 yards, and some of those yards were so tough because the blocking is they're just bad. They're just bad.
They're really bad.
So, and he didn't have number 24 in there helping him out because he was out injured. So he had Jonathan Williams in there, and we even had a Patterson sighting in the game doing kickoffs.
Okay. Sounds good. Brian Robinson, who's also my player of the year, by the way.
He's our Ed Block Courage Award winner.
Ed Block. All right, here's who they're giving it to in the chat room tonight. Let's see. Three-Pete is giving his to Wentz. What? Okay. Taylor Bud Lighty Goat is giving his to nobody because no one deserves it. And Chin in Nova Scotia is giving his to his oldest daughter, Jessica. She made him and his wife drive her home across the province of Nova Scotia. So I missed the live game, and that saved me from, what does it say, blood pressure?
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, we didn't even mention it. I'm not even going to go into it now because we're on here so long. But basically, for me, ever since Christmas Eve has really sucked.
Aaron had a little bit of flooding in the house.
I had a little bit of suckitude and losing. But it's all over. It's all in the upswing now because all we have to do is get beat by Dallas, and then we're back in the offseason where we won't get beat anymore for at least 6 or 7 months.
It's all in the past, dude.
It's all water under the bridge now, dudes. We can look forward to sucking next year.
Yeah, we can look forward to actually starting to climbing up the ladder finally next year
with a new owner.
Yeah. Three-peat has really been going off about hating Wentz from the very beginning. In our chat room the last couple of days, and that's what he's talking about. At least for me, right from the start of free agency to end of the season.
I thought Three-peat was the dude that wanted him back in there. Oh no, that was Kenny Ken.
That was Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken. Yeah.
Where's Kenny Ken? Nowhere to be found because he doesn't want to be taking the pressure after wanting Wentz in there.
He jumped in here for a second.
He also wanted us to go all in for
trust.
Russell Wilson, and you saw how that paid off for the other team.
Well, yeah, I mean, we basically, looking back, it's 2020, looking back in hindsight. But all the quarterbacks that people wanted sucked. And so we had to go. It was kind of a smart move because we had to get somebody. So they went for Carson Wentz. And they overpaid for him because none of those guys were going to come to our team because we suck.
Imagine if we would have gotten Russell Wilson and given up however many first-round picks. We wouldn't even have a chance at a quarterback this year coming up.
Yeah, really. I mean, none of those guys had a good year. Everyone ended up getting benched or getting injured.
Dude, who's in front of us for picks next year?
So the whole thing is, you destroyed my train.
Sorry, I suck, dude. Sorry, I suck. The whole thing is what you were about to say, and then I forgot because I started.
I forgot.
Sorry.
The whole Wentz sucks.
Oh, you were talking about how he was the only guy we could get. He was the only guy we could get because no one wanted to come here, and we would have given up all those picks. Is where we were.
Yeah. So, that's it. So, in retrospect, it makes a lot of sense to have just stayed with Heineke and re-signed Sheriff and tried to keep Brandon Flowers here instead of going home and lounging on his couch after making $10 million a year for a couple years after his rookie contract. I mean, there's so many variables. We should have taken Justin Herbert. There's so many variables after the fact looking at it, but Three-peat was really on it so much about it. I know a lot of us were, but man, what sucks.
Dude, I'm looking at the draft order for next year, and as of right now, we are 14th. I'm trying to look ahead of us to see who's going to take a quarterback. And I see Las Vegas is there with Derek Carr, dude. What's going on with that?
Well, that was somebody that was rumored that we were looking at maybe trying to trade for, and he couldn't even handle it in Las Vegas, deal with that.
But he looked really good last year because I was like, ooh, I wish we had him.
He looked pretty good. Yeah.
Well, now
he got benched and he just walked away from the team because he's like, they don't want me. Then I'm not showing up for work.
So he literally just quit? That's what happened? Or he just didn't show up?
They told him he wasn't starting, so he said he wasn't showing up for work. So he was not at the game yesterday. It was Stidham.
Oh, wow. Something like you just don't do.
Like he obviously for him there's no repair and that bridge is burned is what he thought. So he's like, I'm not even gonna show up. So maybe we'll go try to get him because he's still under contract. Let's go give him a couple first round picks for. No,
I want to get one of these
Carr's
rookies.
Brother.
I need to see Kenny Ken's draft something on QBs because we need a QB. And I don't want one of these retread dudes anymore. We see how that worked time and time again.
John Beck! Rexy! Sexy Rexy! Ah! Butt fumble!
Josh. What was his last
name?
Johnson.
Blaine Gilbert, Great Gabbert.
Oh my gosh. All right. All right, so we need to give our kicks, dude. This thing is going on forever. We're just talking about
George.
We're just talking about suckitude.
We're talking about he induced. Oh, we did have him though.
Was that 2 weeks ago? That was against the 49ers when I was driving.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He was fantastic. He's just a good announcer. He's funny. He's pretty lavish. He knows what he's doing. He's kind of at the top of his game right now.
And he does those Fanatics commercials. Okay, here we go. If it doesn't crash the podcast, we're going to go into the...
Oh, that's right.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
This week's Kicking the Balls Award, as always, is brought to you by our friends at Rid-a-Poo. Rid-a-Poo, the doo-doo that you do. Rid-a-Poo. Do I need to go first, or do you need to go first?
I guess I'll go first.
Can we go at the same time?
Carson Wentz!
That's it. There's no one else even in the running except for maybe Ron Rivera. But it's not even close. Carson Wentz gets the kick. The next kickable guy is just like so far down the line. It's not even that close on him. Yes, he didn't have the greatest game, but he's not Carson Wentz bad.
They were chanting for Heineke like before the first commercial started, like or maybe it was the second commercial break after the first drive. They were chanting for Heineke.
Yeah, Big Nut and Washington Prime said they helped start the chant.
Oh yeah.
And then at one point they said Chase Young was telling them not to do it. I would have been like, whatever, dude. I'm chanting if I want.
It's because they were on offense, dude. They were on offense.
Yeah.
So you don't chant during the offense.
To get the quarterback out of there, I would chant it all the time if he was that bad.
I get it. But I mean, that just like hurts that quarterback even worse. That sucks.
I guess, but he sucked. He needed to come out.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%.
You know what? Normally, Chase Young, I would be shutting up on offense, but this dude sucks so bad. We want him out.
You know what? I'm changing my tune. I'm agreeing with you on that. I think that's exactly. It'd be like, I don't care. If it was me, like 20,
take him out and we'll shut up.
I would have been in the first row, being like, I don't care, dude. He sucks.
I know. I don't care. I don't care.
Are you the size of a lion? I don't care.
I don't care what you're telling me, Chase. Y'all get up for a round here.
Y'all get up for a round here.
Like, Chase Young tells me how to do something, and I tells me how to jump, and I ask him how high. No.
I do understand what he's saying though, because he was really, he was out there like talking to Carson Wentz, I'm sure he was being like, don't listen to the haters, get out there, do your thing. Like he was really trying to cheerlead him.
But he sucks. He sucks. He could try to cheerlead me if I was out on his team, and it wouldn't make me play any better because I suck. And so does he.
So
not Chase, but the other dude, Carson.
Right, yeah. It's like we disagree with Chase on that, but respectfully.
Okay. Let's see who's getting the kicks in the chat room. Let's see. Is Chin giving his to David Mayo? David Mayo is Carson Wentz bad. So David Mayo gets another kick from Chin in Nova Scotia. David Mayo was bad in this game. And then at one point, I heard Mark Schlereth be like, David Mayo's been picking it up and playing well. And I'm like, what?
Dude,
who have you been watching?
I love Mark Schlereth as an announcer. I know he was saying a lot of wrong stuff going on, but the dude's on painkillers. He's had I don't know how many knee. I'm going to look him up actually.
100 knee surgeries?
He's had, I think, over 20 knee surgeries.
David Mayo. Right now.
So if he's.
But when I heard him say David Mayo was good, I was just like, oh my gosh, what is Chin in Nova Scotia saying right now? Oh my gosh. Okay.
Let me see. There's how many surgeries?
Dude, ask the chatbot.
Chatbot.
You know the chatbot that wrote the sea shanty for you?
29 surgeries. 20 of those are on his knees. 20 surgeries on his knees alone.
Yeah,
So
that
yeah,
dude,
if he's on,
he's got
on
an excuse.
and yeah, I'm not dogging on him.
He's got more of an
anything.
excuse than me with my 12 concussions.
And he was out there. He was announcing the game, and he was out there on the field beforehand and at halftime.
I'm in my chatbot. I'm going to ask him, how many surgeries has Mark Schlereth had? If it knows, then I'm going to be. How do you spell Schlereth? SCHLER.
SCHLERETH. Schlereth.
Had. All right, chat with me, dude. Tell me. Mark Schlereth is a retired American football player and current ESPN analyst. According to publicly available info, Schlereth had 29 surgeries during his career. Most of these were on his knees, as he played as an offensive lineman and was frequently subjected to the physical demands of the sport. Despite these injuries, Schlereth had a successful career playing for the Washington Redskins, Denver Broncos, and St. Louis Rams, and winning 2 Super Bowl champions.
Oh, winning what?
2 Super Bowl championships.
With Denver, and you won one with us.
He won 2 with. It says he won 2. So are you telling me the chatbot's wrong? Are you splitting hairs with the chatbots?
Yeah, I thought he won 2 with Denver.
I don't know. It said 2, but maybe that's not right. Anyway, let's see who else is giving their kicks.
Look this up now, dude.
Look it up. Are you arguing?
3-time Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth. Stink. 3 rings. 3.
Oh, then should I down? I'm gonna down vote this thing because it's wrong information.
It is the wrong information. I knew it. I knew it. I was like that picture of Taylor Heineke that I kept posting in the chat box where I went back, paused the TV, and took a picture of him.
It says that it says that it is still in like beta, and they might have it in incorrect information.
It's wrong.
Yep.
By the way, harking back to one of our earlier episodes, he wore number 69.
Oh, did he?
He did.
69 dudes!
The bot is wrong, 3-Pete says. The bot was wrong. I know, I just reported it and said this is untrue. Okay, so let me see. Who else is giving their kicks in here before we round this thing out? Ron. Because he chose to bring Wentz in. And then he made the choice to bring him back. And the choice not to pull him. Okay. David Mayo. Okay, that's it in there. Okay. Okay, we had a spy. Are you seeing this? And still get whooped. Look at the guy's phone case, and he's taking a picture of the play sheet. Oh my gosh.
That's not my book.
Or we still got it handed to us by whoever this like NASCAR dude is that's their coach. Anyway.
Stefanski, dude, he's an Eagle, man.
Oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. All right. We're rounding this thing out. Where's my outro button? Here it is. We'd like to give a shout out to everyone that joined us in the chat room today that are still actually fans of the team after this yet seemingly.
That's because we're about to have a new owner, dude. We're about to have a new owner. We're going to have new coaches. We're going to have, dude, very soon, our troubles will be over, dude.
Our troubles are over, dude. We hope.
The whites.
Shout out to everyone in the chat room. 3-Pete, Taylor Bud Lighty Goat, Shannon Nova Scotia, Shanny,
Kenny Ken jumped in.
Kenny Ken for a minute.
C-Jack
17 long enough to tell us he was done. Is that for the season or just the night or forever?
I don't think it was for everything.
Not forever. Oh, if we for sure want someone to renounce their fandom forever, all we have to do is make them a number. You know, like it's a curse. Like Will.
Oh, dude, tell me it.
Will
Tell
the
me
Fourth. Wait, Josh the Third. Will the Fourth. No, Josh is still a fan. Will the Fourth. Sean the Fifth. Is that it? I think we need to stop.
He counts the 6th, right, or is he 7th?
I don't know. Did we make him a number? Anyway, it doesn't matter. We did. Okay, he doesn't have it on his title anymore. That's what I'm asking. Maybe he renounced the number.
Nah, dude. He had. Nah. He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that to Harry Hog football.
All right. Anyway, if you guys want to join the chat, our Discord room, tinyurl.com/HarryHF. Give us a call on the hog line, 202-735-1788. Oh, my music stopped.
Leave us a message. It goes right to voicemail. Leave us a message.
Find us on Twitter at Harry Hog. Send us a good old-fashioned email, hhfpodcast@gmail.com. And I think that rounds it out. There's only one thing you guys should do this week if you see a Cowboys fan. It's Dallas week. We didn't even say it. It's Dallas week. Oh my god.
It's Dallas week. Oh, dude, wait. You have to give your precarious predictions.
I thought I already gave it. We're going to win. Dude, we're going to beat Dallas. This is in Washington, correct? We're beating them.
It's at home.
Oh, it's not even going to be close.
Sonny Jurgensen is getting his number retired. The 3rd number retired by this organization.
Okay. If that's
normally I would say no, and we should wait till next year, but we don't know if he's going to.
We're winning this game 27-21.
27-21.
And that's because it's a multiple of 9. See where I did there? It's a multiple of 9. 9 times 3, 27. Because we have 3 Super Bowl wins. Sonny Jurgensen was number 9. 27-21.
3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 5 is 15. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 times 3 is 9. And 3 times 2 is 6.
And 3 times 9. And 3 times 9 is
27. And 3 times 9 is 27.
And we're beating them 27-21.
27-21. You heard it here first.
In honor of Sonny Jurgensen multiplied by our 3 Super Bowl victories.
Hopefully.
No, that's what's going to happen. Mark it down, dudes.
I sure hope so.
And I will be saying next week.
I called it.
But but you know what we need to be saying before that? Where's my I Want Dallas sound effect? Are you kidding me? It's gone?
We are the Commanders.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Hold on.
Do you have it? 5,000 people screaming, "We want Dallas."
No, here it is. Here, let me play it one more time. Yeah, that was Frank Herzog on the call there.
Back in 1982.
Anyway.
1981.
We wanted Dallas. I want them this week. We're going to destroy them. And they think they're all coming in all big and bad. We're going to play the Browns on them.
Yep.
We're going to be like the Browns last week. All right.
Oh my.
Hey, I just felt a whole bunch more sound effects. Cool.
I was about to say, you got some old ones right there.
Some of them don't work.
All right, dude. Anyway, if you see a Cowboys fan this week, I don't care. Just tell them we're going to beat them. Just tell them we're going to beat them and that they're going to have the curse of Taylor Heineke on him, even though we think Sam Howell should be in.
Yeah. If you see a Cowboys fan,
you know what to do. Joker!
I was hoping I could take it with me. Bye-bye.
Dude.